Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home, lay me at the bottom of the river.
Hey folks, yeah, I'm back down here behind Bob's, my little picking grounds. Nice and quiet down here today, and it's beautiful out. I have picked up, I don't know, quite a few pieces of little chunks of lead. And like you said, or I've said before, I see lead all through here. And I thought that's what that was going to be again. But I turned it around. Look at that. That's beautiful. Wow, it used to be a beautiful little pen. Could have maybe been yeah, I would say a pen. I can see two little posts on both sides. Ain't that cute? Alright, get that in the pocket, and just gonna keep going through here. I'm gonna go up around the corner again. Up around there is where I found that trime the other day, so we'll see what's around there. Alright. Well guys, yeah, I had some solid tones in here. At first, I pulled this rusty nail out and this piece of all metal out, and I'm moving things around, and we got something around. Oh, that looks like a matron. Very cool. All right, well, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that must have been stuck in here for a while. All right, I'm gonna keep hunting on. If I get anything better, I'll get you guys back on. Let's see if I can see a date on that. 1847. Very cool. Alrighty then. Keep hunting on. Alrighty folks. Yeah, I got something else around down here. I pulled out a couple little square nails that was in there with that. Oh baby, is that a shield nickel? I'm thinking that might be a shield nickel, folks. Very freaking cool. I am so glad I came down here today. Oh yeah, I can see the stars around there glimmering. Very nice. Alright, get that in the pocket with the largie there, and yeah, we're gonna just mosey back on through here. I'd walked over these spots I don't know how many times in years, but I mean, there's so many nails down in these pockets. I just kind of got a little bit of a pitch to a high tone right there. So I said, I'll dig it out, and I'm glad I did. Alrighty then. Keep hunting on. Alrighty folks, yeah, I found this little thing stuck down here in these, right in behind all the shale and stuff. But on the other side, I can see the 3 rings. This would have been an Oddfellows piece. A badge of some sort. Very cool. Yeah, and there's the all-seeing eye right up there at the top. Alright, cool. Yeah. We'll keep moving along for a little bit. I gotta run to the store here shortly, so we'll see how much longer. Alrighty, y'all. I think we got ourselves a bale seal right here. Yep, Main Central Railroad. And just kind of scoop this out here. Nail. Oh, cool. Yeah, got a nice little seal here. Alright, still continuing to work back. Alright, catch you on the next one. Oh, alrighty folks, I'm working my way back down to get out, and you can see what I can see down through the water. There you go, that's a beautiful little marble right there. Very cool. Yeah, even these tiny little pockets and stuff that have all this iron in there, you gotta go over it. I see something here. Shiny. Parts of some fishing gear. Alright, I'm not gonna be too much longer, folks. Continue on. Alright folks, yeah, I found that marble right there. And this little pocket had all the stuff in it. but within it, a beautiful little buckle. Very, very cool. Yeah, I might scoop this one out here with my hands and see if there's anything hidden inside there. Alright, I'll get you guys back on if there is. Hey folks, yeah, I'm back down here, well, kind of behind Bob's. Bob's is up that way a bit. I've got a permission up here that gives me access to get down here. So yeah, a little bit further down, but we're gonna hunt, get a little bit of shoreline here and a little bit of shoreline down there. Hunt all this stuff right out through here, see what we get. Alright folks, yeah, my first little tiny find. Some sort of strap, buckle. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do is just pick out all these little low tones today. See what we can find. That shield nickel kind of, you know, wanted me to do that. So we'll keep putting around, see what else we get. Alright, yeah, this weren't too far away, but it looks like we have ourselves a little, padlock here. That one's pretty cool. That was ringing up 40s, 30s, and 40s. So, pretty cool. Alright, it's probably because of the rust on there. We'll keep hunting on. Okay, folks, yeah, well, it's not really a bucket lister. I find many bag seals, but I haven't found this one before. This one here says Boston on it, and the RRH and Company. Yeah, very nice seal. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna keep plugging along, going down through here. Alright folks, yeah, I've moved a ways down through here, and I'm still just picking up small things, but remember that little lead piece I picked up yesterday? This is another one. Different shape. Yeah, it looks like. Hey folks, yeah, I just wanted to get back to you here. Right after I was filming that bag seal, my GoPro died. Pinpointer was about ready to die. I only had a bar or two left on my detector. That's about 3 days worth of detecting, so it went pretty good. But there were a few things that I found afterwards that I weren't able to get on camera. Got a nice mason jar lid that has a bunch of dates on it. Accordion, reeds, nice little glass top. Part to, I wish the rest of it was there. Probably a little Dutch girl or something. This piece here, I'm not sure really what it went to. Might have been a little dish or something, but it does have some fancy flowers on it. Got a few buckles here, and I was able to pull out this 1864 Indian head. It's not in too bad a shape for the year and for being in the river for sure, but yeah. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, folks. Yeah, I'm here on a rainy day. Back over to this little park. It's easy to get to. I found a couple of things here. I'm not sure what they were. Little badges of some sort. And I guess my second best find, we're going to have ourselves a little car right here. A little Jeep. That's pretty cool. Might be a Tootsie. Put a little more age. Most of the cars I find up here are, newer ones. I say newer, probably within the last 20 years, but that might be a little Tootsie right there. Good deal. Alright, get in the pocket and keep putting around till the fingers can't take it anymore. It's a little bit chilly today, so. Alright folks, yeah, I found that little toy right there. And I just pulled this thing out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is what it is. See what this thing is. Huh. I am not sure. Oh, it might have been the number 9. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, the rest of it might be down there. Let me, give me a second. Oh, something else was down in there. Got an old hinge. Alright, let's see if there's... Yeah, there's some more stuff down in there. I'll take a peek. If it's anything interesting, I'll get you back on. Hey y'all. Yeah, I'm back up to my slow field here. I've been picking up just a bunch of crap so far, but I have a good tone down here, and I figured I'd dig it with you. That's a 96. I'm gonna put you right here, and we'll see what it is together. Could be a largie. Oh, there we go, folks. That will be the fourth largie from this field, or fourth or fifth, I'm not sure. I really can't tell what that is right now, so we're gonna have to wait till we get back to the house. All right, very, very cool. Yeah, they just went through and kind of roughed up all of this again, so they're pushing stuff closer to the surface. This weren't down there about an inch or two, so very good. All right, keep hunting on. It's starting to rain. I figured I'd get out here a little bit before it started, and we'll just work around in here and head back to the truck. All right, catch you on the next one if there is one. Alrighty, y'all. Yeah, I'm heading back down to the truck there. I just come across this nice little flat button. Most of the shanks still there. What else did I get? I get myself an old pipe wrench. What would have been part of a pipe wrench, I think, and an old horseshoe. I'm not going to yank that out right now, but I'll show it in the pics. Alright, just continuing to work down through here until I get to the road. Alright. Hey folks, we got Richie, Madison, Maine here, and we got our friend Kelly over there. He's walking over to talk to the landowner. They were able to get this beautiful permission. Supposedly goes back to the 1600s, so yeah, we got a little limited time to hunt here, so we're gonna hunt it out and see what we can find. I'm sure there's something around here. All right.
You will be entertained.
I hope so. All right, folks. Yeah, that's my first good find here. Not exactly sure what it is, if it's a coin or not. If anything, it's copper. Thinking it's just going to be like a regular tag. But I don't know. I'll have to look at it when we get back to the house. I'm not going to be able to get any details on that, if there is any. Alright, keep on. Alright folks, yeah, I already covered my whole back up. I definitely want to make sure this property looks better than when I got here. But I think we just got ourselves a neat little war nickel. Very cool. I can see the P over the Monticello, but I can't get you a date. Not without my glasses on, so we'll show it in the pics at the end. Alright, keep it on. Alrighty, y'all. Got myself a beautiful little old iron buckle here. That one's got a little flare to it. See the old knobs up here that kept the tongue in place. Oh, very nice. Alright, gonna keep hunting on. Alrighty, yeah, not too far away from that other buckle, we got ourselves this nice silver wash buckle. Still has a little leather, well, had some of the leather on it. Yeah, I'm not going to show you guys all the buckles that I get today because I'm sure there's going to be a lot in through here, but show them all in the group pic at the end. Alright, keep on. Alrighty folks, well we got this cleaned up a little bit, and we're believing it's going to be a Canadian bank token. And there is a date of 1842 that I believe we can see on that. Very cool. Alright, keep on. Alright folks, yeah, I just showed the owner this piece. I got ourselves a nice little pewter spoon handle tip. That could have been a rat tail down at the bottom. I'm not sure. We're going to get this hole buried up and we're going to keep on. Alrighty folks, look what we just found. That is gonna be a Civil War buckle. That is awesome. Cool, cool. I'll see if the landowner don't mind me having that one. That would be an awful nice thing to have. All right, cool, cool.
And if we should die today, then dream a dream of heaven. Take your northern hearts with you to the grave. Be proud and true, you are a Union soldier. Stand fast, ye are the boys of Maine. Well, our western flank, it was missing as the Confederates they pressed on, and I fought them tooth and nail, my ammunition all but gone, and alone I stood with colors. I was flying proud and true, for to let my northern brothers know the battle was not through. And then appeared our lion, he was roaring bayonets. So we charged on down the mountain with what forces we